Wow. Okay. Alrighty. We're gonna place this down. This is up there with the takes. I don't even know what take it is on because I've lost count at this point. But I'm super duper excited to show you guys this video. This video is very important to me because this is an activity that I have developed and created that I think is essential, can be essential to alleviating a lot of people of their I was going to say quarantine because that's what it is. We're in quarantine and we just got a whole lot of boredom, so it's quarantine. Yes, that's where we're going with that. I'm trying to alleviate you guys of your quarantine, and so I believe this activity will do exactly that. This is a creative drawing activity that anybody can take part in. You do not have to be an amazing artist. You do not have to be a commissioned artist. You don't have to be like any type of artist. You could be Joe Schmo off the block and do this activity and have fun with it too. So that's what this activity is. This activity, I was inspired to really like further develop this activity off of from my best friend. One day we were like hanging out and we were waiting for something in a car, and he had a pen and paper and he gave me the pen and paper and he told me to draw something, and he gave me a brief amount of time to draw whatever he just suggested, and I showed him and he was like, oh cool, that's cool. And we kept going back and forth giving suggestions to each other and creating little doodles. And the I actually don't even remember most of the suggestions, if all of the suggestions that we gave that day, but I do remember the last one that I gave him, and it was apple slice. And when I first gave it to him, I was like a little like I don't even know the word. I'm bad with words and like creating thoughts, but I was a little reluctant. I believe the word is in giving him the word apple slice because in my head I was like, if somebody gave me apple slice, I'm not gonna be able to draw that just because what the fuck is an apple slice? So I told him draw an apple, a regular apple, and he said no. He said no and happily took the apple slice. And let me tell you, that was the sexiest apple slice I've ever seen drawn, ever. Like that little doodle helped me develop this entire activity because from that I realized how incredible it is to have your mind expanded and to think outside of the box creatively. So from that I like really like started doing this activity a lot more with some other friends. And basically what this activity is to just help you think outside the box. I mean, like that's what it did with me. And every time I do this activity, I am absolutely impressed with everybody that I play with, whether you're an artist or not, because people just think differently and think outside the box more than I do in any case. And so I played this game the other day with my brother. Um, my brother, right? And yeah, I played this game the other day with my brother. And this is the activity page, or the page that I did the activity on. And you see a couple, like you got like a desk, you got a skateboard, you got this is just a person, and you got like a Grim Reaper over here. And I got like Spider-Man, and you got like a cat down there, and you got like a robot, and you got Frankenstein in my own style, a pothead style. But just like this activity really like when my brother did it, it really like made me think about how people think. And so like you can see here, like we did the skateboard completely different. I did it like that. He did it flat. I think this is his Frankenstein, And then this is his stack of pancakes. It's very interesting because you see his stack of pancakes, and it's not a stack of pancakes. It's actually a stack of pancakes falling, and it's very interesting to think about because when you look at mine, I did a very generic like, yeah, it looks nice. There's a little bit of detail, but his is like very interesting. So I think when you look at it like that, this activity is absolutely wonderful, and it is just, it's light, man. Like, and especially in times like this where boredom is just ever present. Like, this activity is super light, and I think it will definitely outweigh the heaviness of the boredom that a lot of us are experiencing. And so I thought, like, about this activity and how you could do it with other people, and like, if you're home alone, if you're quarantined alone, I'm sorry to hear that, and I'm sure you're very bored, and I'm sure you may have nothing to do. I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure, but if you got a pen and paper and you have a phone and you can FaceTime somebody, you are not alone. You can do this activity with somebody on FaceTime. If you are in a group of two or more people, let's say you have three people and one person doesn't want to draw. Now, that one person who doesn't want to draw, man, you suck. But no, you don't suck. You can be a judge. That person can be a judge, and they can delegate who is the winner of each round. And so everyone can join in on this activity if there are multiple people who don't want to draw. I mean, I'm a little bit convinced that they're not bored enough in these times. Give them a couple days. They may be bored in a couple days because this activity it's too fun not to enjoy and not to take part in. But like I said, if someone really doesn't want to draw, they could be a judge, and you can add in a little extra aspect like that. You don't have to, like, you don't have to leave anybody out with this activity. I think this activity will really help people, artists, draw outside of the box a little bit more, and for people who just aren't artists whatsoever, I think it'll just help you be a little bit more creative in your life, and everybody needs that. So I called my friend the other day because I really didn't know what to call this activity, and so I was talking to him. His name is Boris. He's a great inspiration in my life, and I thought maybe he could shed some light on a name for this challenge. And the only name I could really think about was the Irregulator challenge. And so in everyday life, we see all these challenges, these dumbass challenges that I really think are just stupid and put a lot of people at risk for no reason at all. This challenge is a real challenge. This will challenge you to think creatively and to think outside of the box. So I would really like to see anybody watching this video to do the Irregulator challenge. Please, that would make my life. That would make my soul, my soul sing. That would really make my soul sing. Just seeing one person on the timeline, seeing one person on Instagram, anywhere, posting and doing the Irregulator challenge. That would make my life everything. So, with that, peace, love, and positivity. Inspire, imagine, initiate. Next video, I will definitely be giving you guys a little bit of light into what I mean by that. Inspire, imagine, initiate is my brand. It is something that I have thought about for the past couple of years, and I'm very, very, very excited to go deeper into that and to show you guys the life I live within that ideology. So, like I said, inspire, imagine, initiate. Woo! Yes.